Okay, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the Arrival. We are sitting here with this beautiful melanated couple, and they are the founders of Homecoming Gambia.
Here you go.
Kevin and Shilisa. So Kevin, do you want to introduce yourself and then have Shilisa introduce herself and then tell us a little bit about your organization?
Okay, so I am Kevin Washington, also known as Dr. Mwasa Kairi, African-centered black psychologist. And so one of the things that we do is that we talk about helping us to be healed, whole, and healthy people. And Homecoming Gambia is about that coming back and coming back home and being home. So we, Kevin Washington, Dr. Mwasa Kairi, and we talk about the issue of being healthy, whole as African people throughout the entire globe. And so Homecoming Gambia is about that process of coming home, finding your place in the sun. So we know that many of us have done our African DNA test, and we know that our DNA leads us back to the continent. Mine to Burkina Faso, my wife's to Sierra Leone, and others find their DNA here. But we know that the British were controlling the waterways.
Right.
That's why the Gambia has this odd shape because they want to control the exporting of Africans from the continent. So we talk about the human trafficking experience. So if we were trafficked out of here, we talk about then how can we traffic back. And so this Homecoming Gambia is about being healed, whole, and also to be healthy, to know that we have a place in the sun. We don't have to continue to suffer under these spaces where we're dehumanized and marginalized, but we can come to a space that is actually home for our DNA, our spirit, and we can make our spirit and DNA come with the body and be all joined one on the continent.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Shilisa Washington, the other half of Homecoming Gambia and running the operations portion of it. And we're just excited about providing the opportunity and experience for anyone who desires to come back for the healing and for the reconnecting of their mind and body and spirit here on the continent, and learning about themselves and being able to learn from each other, and not just diasporans, but here with the local community, local Gambians specifically. And like my husband mentioned, there are a lot of people here from Nigeria, from Senegal, from Sierra Leone. I mean, recently I learned that I thought my uncle was born in the Gambia, and I learned that he was actually born in Sierra Leone.
Wow.
And his dad is Gambian, and so that's how he got to the Gambia. So didn't even realize that until just learning about my DNA and where I come from, and specifically being here in the Gambia and on the African continent. So we're excited about everyone being a part of Homecoming Gambia for next year, May 19th through the 29th, 2022. So those are the dates right now that we are working with. So please come on back home and come here to Gambia. Oh, and you can find us. We have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's called Speak Black to Me. So when you're talking to me and we're talking with each other, we're asking you to speak black to me. Be down to earth, be real, speak black to me. And you can also find us our email. We have a couple of them out there. So it's NEWUINC, so newyou@outlook.com, or you can contact us through my husband's email at mwata357@gmail, and that's MWATA357@gmail.com.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
All right. So, you have anything else you want to add?
There was so much information there.
Yeah.
It sounds so nice. I love the name of your email. Speak Black to Me. That is
Yes.
like not back, but black. That is so cool. I really, really like that. And it was a pleasure. And I'm thanking you guys for fitting us into your schedule.
Yes.
And Sarah speaks so highly of y'all.
Yes.
So we were trying to make this happen before you left. And I hope that this is going to be the beginning of an ongoing.
It is. And Sarah spoke highly of you all, said that we have to connect. And so I'm glad that we pushed and made it happen.
Yes.
Even though we did meet vicariously.
Yes.
That you did not want to be seen, and you did not want to be noticed, cameraman Kenny.
Yes.
But Spirit always puts things in motion. That's why we talk about doing this work, because people that came to the trip, came to the Gambia, everybody left here to feel even me. I have been so fulfilled just in meeting you, meeting Juliet and Adrian and so many others, Mosley, and just meeting family that are already here on the continent. People have been gifting us so much, so many things since we've been here. Welcome home, brother. Welcome home, sister. And we come to do work, and we end up being gifted in the process. And so my mother's always said that you can never help anyone without helping yourself in the process. So this has been a wonderful spiritual gifting moment. And so again, Speak Black to Me is where we even highlight some of the students that came to speak at the conference. And when you get a chance to hear their voices about decolonizing the curriculum in the law school and the curriculum at the UTG, they are very clear about having ownership and agency as African people, not as Africans who've been homogenized by European ideology. You have to look at Speak Black to Me because the words are there. The Musa Bajo speaks, and there'll be others that are speaking. Sarah's going to be on there as well. And hearing her voice about the mental health, the spiritual wellness of our people. And so this is what we're about. It's about the economic development piece. It's about spiritual health and wellness. It's about understanding who we are and not simply being marginalized folks, being some kind of fake imagination. We're not somebody's periphery. We are people with consciousness. And so thank you all for doing the work and showing us that it's possible to come, dig in the soil, and create the compound. Many of us believe that the only place that we can be is in prison.
Yes.
So actually there's one question, right? How many inmates have you ever experienced carry their families back to the prison where they were incarcerated and say, look at all the great work I did here?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And so when we think about being prisoners of war as African people on U.S. soil, why do we keep saying, come and let's show everybody where we are from, when we're incarcerated there, when we have a place to be liberated.
Yeah.
Oh, I
so
like that.
you all show us about the road to liberation for African people. So thank you, Terry. Thank you, Kenny, for doing the great work.
So Maisha, if somebody wanted to donate to you guys or contribute to the cause, how would they do that?
Well, we have a couple of options out there. We have PayPal, so they could do the NEUINC at PayPal, and so they will see the Nyan Sapo, which is actually our business that helps sponsors Homecoming Gambia. It's called Nyan Sapo Empowerment, and so they can visit through there as well, and they can use that same email through Zelle. So for those who in the United States, that's what Zelle, Z-E-L-L, is set up for. So if you do NEWINC at outlook.com, you can do PayPal or you can do Zelle, and you can definitely come and contribute if you like. And we would appreciate the support, but we appreciate your presence even more.
Yes.
So if you can physically get here on the continent and come and experience Homecoming Gambia, that means so much more, because we want you to experience it for yourself. And that's not just us talking about it and through our lens. That's what we hope for. That's what we want to happen.
So there we have it.
All right, guys. Thank you both.
That was awesome.
That was good.
All right, guys.